My wife gave me divorce papers on Christmas. The family cheered until she opened her eviction notice. The room went silent for 3 seconds before her mother started clapping. Then her sister joined in. Soon, the whole living room erupted in celebration. Finally, her mother said, "She's been miserable for months. You two were never right for each other." Her father nodded. Her brother raised his coffee mug in a mock toast. This wasn't spontaneous. This was orchestrated. She told them exactly what she was going to do. My wife stood there waiting for me to break down or beg. She wanted drama. Instead, I folded the papers and slipped them into my back pocket. Interesting timing, I said. Christmas morning and all. We both know this marriage is over, she replied. Her sister laughed. She's been planning this for weeks. We all have. I nodded slowly. Every single person looked at me like I was some burden that had finally been lifted. They had no clue what was coming. Well, I said, reaching into my jacket. Since we're being honest, I have something for you too. I pulled out an envelope. Official-looking seal. Her confidence flickered. Your Christmas present, I said. Open it in front of everyone, since you wanted an audience. She snatched the envelope, hands trembling as she tore it open. Her family crowded around. The room went dead quiet as she read. I watched her face change. Confusion, then recognition, then panic. The color drained from her cheeks. Go ahead, I said calmly. Read it out loud. Her voice cracked. Notice of eviction. 30 days to vacate the premises. The celebration died instantly. What does that mean? Her father asked. You two own that house. I smiled. Actually, I own that house. Bought it 2 years before we got married. Never added her name to the deed. My wife dropped into the nearest chair. But I have rights, she stammered. What rights? You're not on the mortgage. You're not on the deed. You never contributed a dime. Legally speaking, you're a tenant, and I'm your landlord, and your landlord just gave you notice. Her brother stood up. This is vindictive. Was my wife, I corrected. According to these divorce papers, she just served me, but I wasn't done yet. This family had spent years treating me like I wasn't good enough. The eviction notice is dated December 1st, I said. I've been carrying it for 3 weeks, waiting for the right moment. You planned this, she accused. I suspected. Hard to miss when someone stops coming home 3 nights a week and starts hiding their phone. I pulled out another document. That's why I had my lawyer draw this up 6 weeks ago, right after I found the credit card statements you thought you'd hidden. Her face went white. What? Credit card statements? The ones you opened in your maiden name. The ones with $23,000 in debt I knew nothing about. The ones you've been making minimum payments on while telling me we needed to cut back. I handed her brother the summary. His expression changed with each line. This says you owe almost $30,000. The best part, I said, is that since she's filing for divorce and opened these accounts in secret, my lawyer thinks we can make a case for financial fraud. Her eyes went wide. I pulled out my phone. Online poker, slots, sports betting, $2,700 in October alone. And she tried to use our joint savings to cover it. 3 withdrawals of $2,000 each. Money we were supposed to use for vacation. Her mother sat down heavily. I watched the family implode. They'd spent years making me feel like I wasn't good enough. Now they were seeing what I'd been dealing with. Here's what really happened, I said. She got in over her head financially. She knew I'd find out eventually, so she decided to file for divorce and try to take half of everything. Let me deal with the debt she created. But it backfired because she never checked who actually owned what. The room fell silent. Their celebration had turned into a nightmare. Wait, can we talk privately? She begged. Maybe we can work something out. Work what out? You just handed me divorce papers in front of your entire family. You made this public. Her mother looked around helplessly. Maybe you could stay with us, honey. Silence. Not one family member opened their home to her. You're all just going to abandon me? My wife said, voice breaking. You need to take responsibility for your actions, her brother said. 30 days later, she moved out with her clothes, her personal items, and $30,000 in debt that was now entirely her problem.